Welcome. This is your host, Ghost Hunter John 2, with a review of Nuka World, the last DLC for Fallout 4. I'm going to give a good bit of things that you should know, things that you shouldn't not do. Beware that the video that is playing in the background might have some spoilers, just to let you know that. Okay, so a few things that I did notice about this one is, one, I just have to say how amazing it was. You know, the first DLC that Fallout 4 did put out, Bethesda did put out, the Omnitron, I didn't really like that one, but they came through with the rest of the DLCs that they did throw out. Far Harbor was a good one, and then now this one was the last one. This one was just full on amazing. The theme parks and even what happens at the end is just amazing, because you will think that just bringing order back to all the other theme parks, you'd be done with the DLC, but it goes even further beyond that. As you will see when you are playing it, or if you ever do get the chance of playing the Nuka World DLC. I do recommend playing it, but I do recommend that if you are not a serious player, to try playing it in a low level around maybe 15 to 30. But if you are a good player and you know what you're doing and you are a fan of Fallout, like me, then you can probably wait till like the 60s, the 90s. Right now, about this time, what you're looking at, I was about level 64, 63, one of those two levels. I enjoyed it. It had a good difficulty to it. Even though that I put my difficulty up to the top, everything was pretty fun. You had five different theme parks. You had the Galactic theme, you had the Western theme, you had the Savannah theme, you had the Bottle Plant theme, and you also had the Kid theme. And also the Nuka USA, which is your main place where all the raiders are at. All of them has a unique thing that you have to do with all of them. Basically, the story of it all is that you have three types of raiders that is in Nuka USA, which is the disciples, which all they want is just to kill, kill, kill. You have the operators, who just wants to steal all your caps and everything, and then also you have the pack, which is just a bunch of raiders who has in control of dogs, and all different types of animals, beasts, things like that. In the end, you would have to choose at least two sides that you would want to be. For me, it was quite easy on who I chose for the last two. Things do go kind of south when you do start playing it. Because you do have to kill one of the factions, but once you start getting close to the time where you do have to kill one, you're already to the mood of, okay, I don't care about this side or this raider group. I really do want to, because I was about to the mission, and I was like thinking to myself, saying to myself that I can't stand these guys. I'm just gonna go back to Nuka World and I'm just gonna wipe them all out. But you know, the DLC did that for me, because I guess that's how the DLC wanted it to be laid out. You had all interesting things that you can do, because it's not just straightforward on just get all these things done and also what happens out of the Nuka World. You also have more things that you can interact with. The problem is I'm still not even done with the DLC myself. I still have more things that I have to do. You have miscellaneous missions of finding the Cappy locations. You have there will be a person named a cleaner, and he talks about religious type things and dealing with a UFO. If you talk to one of the people inside the market, she gives you a option to kill all the leader or the raiders, get the raiders out of there. You have all different avenues that you can approach this, just like the main game itself, where you have just different options on how you wanted to go with the game. It's what I did like about this one. Now, I have not met all the companions yet. I have looked and saw that there was another companion that you can have. I think her name was Diana. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly too sure. I just sticked with Gage. He's, I guess, my right-hand man in this place, because I am the overboss, and the only reason I am the overboss is in the beginning of this DLC, you had to run through this little obstacle course called the Gauntlet, and at the end you had to fight the overboss, which everyone was getting sick and tired of. Now, if I had to rate this DLC on how good it was, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Out of all the DLCs that Fallout Bethesda has made over the past, I think this is going to be on top of my list, like in the top 5 for sure. That along with Mothership Zeta from Part 3, or the Sierra Madre from New Vegas. That it's just that they were good DLCs that put a good touch on the game and give you more. Now, weapons that came from this DLC, I haven't really saw any or really liked any, because again, there was some legendary people that you usually get in the Commonwealth, but at the same time, I didn't really get any. Now, I do have 2 armor. I know that you can get new armor, and I definitely have put that stuff on, but not much to it. But with that being said, yes, I'd have to give this a good 9 out of 10 rating on how good this DLC was. It is worth playing, definitely is, if you do have a chance to sit down and play it. And that's my review for the Fallout 4 Nuka World. Thank you for watching this Nuka World review. If you did like the video, please do consider on subscribing for more videos in the near future with more streams and updates.